Hi y'all, APG Jamie here, doing an impromptu testing. So all my cameras drooped some again, derooted. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. Where's my duct tape? Let me get some duct tape. Just as well, no one's here right away. Just as well, because I'm doing an impromptu live even. To adjust my camera so y'all don't be seeing my belly and stuff like that, because y'all don't need to be seeing my belly. Hello, Janice. I am. This time I know I'm public. Last time I did this, I really thought I was private, but that's okay. It worked out okay. I have to adjust the camera, so you may want to squint your eyes because I can't have it this far down here because you might see my belly, and we don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. Okay, that's not working. Let me try this. This might scrooge up in there. Just squint your eyes. Squint your eyes. Ah! Okay. Let's see now. Are we straight? Let me get a book. Okay, the book is straight for me. It looks pretty straight on camera. All right then. All right, I think I might have fixed it without duct tape this time. So I was just going to do some serendipity paper while we test, because I changed my oh good, great, thank you so much, Janice. I changed my, what is that called? Film FPS, SFP, film rate. I don't know, something. I set it higher because the last time I did the live, it was kind of grainy. But then that might have been YouTube as well, because I saw that on Janice Merle yesterday, Monkey Island, that hers was a little grainy as well. So I'm not sure if it was my new camera settings. I know it's all kind of Greek to me too. But sometimes you pick up little things. Sometimes, and just not real often, okay? So it might have been YouTube. And my husband is home, and he is watching television. He is sick this week. We were afraid that he caught the COVIDs because some people at his job refused to wear a mask. I know it's this whole long story, but so it goes. Anywho. Fortunately, he was able to get a one of the fast COVID tests, and he's negative. Okay, and he does wear a mask all the time, and has worn a mask since I think I started him wearing one in February or mid-February, on account of he is a high risk. He's like a triple high risk person. Yeah, he's a high risky guy. Yes, he does wash his hands a lot, and he keeps look at me. He keeps that in his pocket, you know, that spray stuff. Alcohol. He keeps the alcohol in his pocket. So I was just going to piddle around and see how this one goes. Do I sound real loud? Because in my own self, I feel like I'm real loud, like I'm hollering. Maybe I should calm down. Okay. So like I said, I was just going to do some of this because it's quick, it's easy, it's practically a no-brainer. I'm not sure what kind of paper this is, but it's been, I think it's coffee dyed. Because, you know, tea-dyed paper is actually much lighter. Loud a bit. Okay. Like, loud and clear. Okay. On this new camera, if I can find where my thing is. We're just going to piddle all over the place. I think I can adjust my volume. Well, that's still pulling it. Let's see. I think that's not a guarantee. No, I can't. Can't none gonna happen. What does that do? That's not gonna do a darn thing. Oh, crap the lint. Oh, not too bad. Hang on. Just my book fell. It wasn't too bad. No, I can't change that. And there's nothing there. Oh, okay. Over here it says anti-flicker, and it was set on 50 HZ, whatever that means. Hertz. I'm thinking that hertz, like megahertz. But I changed it to 60 HZ, whatever that is. Again, whatever it is. Let's see what's over here. That's just color, white balance, brightness, and contrast, which I think is all okay, because that looks like my skin color, and that looks like the color of this paper. Let me hold it up there. Yeah. Now, it does do kind of a blur thing, but autofocus is turned off. Okay. Thank you so much, Janice. I appreciate your input tremendously, or however you want to pronounce that word. Not troll. Anywho, this was totally unexpected. I needed to make another sheet of serendipity paper for a future project. And my husband released me. He says, you may go studio now. So I'm like, all right, goodbye. He didn't release me. I've been watching television with him, and I don't typically watch television during the day. But he was here, and he turned it on, and that is the ruination of me. I do real good at getting chores and all that stuff done if I get up in the morning and get busy doing them. But I don't turn the television on, so it doesn't distract me. Oh, thank you so much, Janice. So I can get, this is Deli paper. This was some alcohol, tie-dyed alcohol ink Deli paper. And I love it. It is just so beautiful. I think it's just beautiful. And it's nice and thin, so, it's very wonderful for collage stuff. And I have a sheet of plain Deli paper right here. But you know what? I have some craft colored. I think I'm going to switch to it. Just because we're just going to be totally spur of the moment and change things up just a wee little bit. And I have not used this. I've had it for several months and I've not used it yet. It is thicker. It's thicker than the white clear. What the heck, Batman? Oh, my heat gun fell. That's my new heat. Well, new. It's, it's this year old, but and it tore the hole in it. I think I'm gonna use this one. Just because we have it and we should use it, especially if we're going to use thin papers on top of it. I'm going to collage them on top. I'm not too sure about the red, so we'll set that aside for a minute. This is also scrap, like where I wadded up the Deli paper and then set it to drip. That's what this is. I don't want that straight edge on that one. So, anywho, I will start calming down just a wee bit more in a minute. See, I actually had several little pieces of it. I guess they'd be big enough to do something, but I don't know what. Something I'm not going to do them for. And I know it seems silly to tear up paper even hey, lovely Crafting Lodge. Hello. Glad to see. Oh, some lurkers out there. Hello, lurkers. Now, this is a regular, well, it's scrapbook paper, but it's more of a regular copy paper weight. Now, what I have found on using different weight papers, for instance, the Deli paper will stretch a lot more than regular copy weight paper, which can leave you with some puckers on the under, because I like collaging serendipity paper on the Deli paper. And paper is your drinking word of the day. Judy, hello. Hello, Judy. Hello, Cindy. So glad y'all are here. I appreciate company while I'm just piddle farting. I mean, messing around and testing. So, because I needed to, I did here another sheet of serendipity paper for a future project. It was a picture out of a magazine, and I loved the background. So that's what this is. So this is actually a bit heavier than the copy weight scrapbook paper. And as I was saying before, I so rudely interrupted myself, which I'm really good at, interrupting myself and others. I'm an expert even at that. Buffer. Okay, well, I'm not that surprised about that. I do have the internet people will be out, but it won't be until next week. So I don't know if what they, I don't know if they can help me or not. I don't know. We'll find out next week. We'll do a test next week. I don't know when, but we will probably. So, and I like this alcohol tie-dyed Deli paper. I just do. It's beautiful mess. Beautiful mess. Okay, that's definitely enough to get started on. But anyway, like I said, when I rudely interrupted myself, rudely interrupting story, that when you have different weight papers that are a lot of difference in the weight, there could be puckering on your substrate. Just saying. Could be. I don't know. No guarantee. I'm having a pretty good day. So far, so good. I did good. I got up. I put groceries away. I fluffed up a load of laundry that I didn't remove from the dryer yesterday. I got some dishes done. Swept the floor. Sat on the couch, watch the TV with my husband because, he demands me to provide him company. No, he doesn't either. He does not. I just did that because I wanted to. It's hard for me to go do stuff when he's home because I like to be with him. If all I'm doing is sitting on the couch looking at the Facebook and he's watching TV, that all works for me. So anyways. Oh, stick on my paper, not my finger. Now that one is, because it's the magazine paper, it's a little glossy. Just a little. And I don't necessarily need a whole big, full 12 by 12-ish serendipity paper. But we will get whatever we get from this. And I like it that way, so I'm going that way. This seems a little sturdier than the plain white one. And like I said, it does feel just a wee bit thicker. And I'm pretty sure I got it through Amazon, but it has been so many months that I probably do not have. I don't know, how long do those Amazon links stay in your Amazon? I don't know. You know how you can go back and reorder junk? It might be in there. If anybody was curious about it, I reckon I could look up the craft colored deli paper. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a horrible price because y'all know how cheapo I am. Just saying. Y'all know it. Mary! Hello, darling. I'm excited. You know, I'll have my new camera. That's what we're looking at right now. And this is my second test. Because I changed the, I don't know, whatever I said I changed, Janice. I said earlier. And by earlier, maybe only 5 minutes ago. So I changed the frame rate. Is that what it is? Frame rate? Flicker rate? I don't know. And I'm using the deli paper craft deli, and I am also using some scraps from tie-dyed alcohol ink deli paper. So it's deli on deli, and I'm hoping it'll be strong enough. I don't know. We'll see. Why not? Why not? This is a magazine, so it's glossy, and I don't know how well it should stick just fine with the medium. I'm thinking it should, ought to. And it looks like I'm going for a kind of a monotonish, not a bunch of different colors going on. And one side of the alcohol paper is a slightly darker color than the other side. I don't know how obvious that is or is not on the camera. So, yes, tie-dyed. I call it tie-dyed because I didn't know what else to call it. I do have 1 or 2 videos up about it, and I called it tie-dye alcohol ink on deli. That's a mouthful, I'll tell you what. I just wad up the deli paper. Hey, Lori, good to see you. Good to see all of y'all. I'm not playing favorites. Anyway, you wad up your deli paper, and then you can either spritz it with alcohol before you start dropping your colors on there, or you can just drop some family-friendly colors and then spritz it with alcohol, because they will kind of blend together, you know, once they get pretty wet with the alcohol. And then you can wrap a rubber band, not tightly, just kind of loose to kind of keep it smooshed up. And then you walk away. Then you walk away from it, because don't be touching it when it's all wet like that. Don't be touching it. And then when it's dry, you open it up slowly and carefully, because it is deli paper and it might tear it up on you. So, and then you get these really pretty papers that you do stuff with, and you get really pretty scraps. Just see, I don't know, did y'all notice? That's the back side, and then that's the front side. And the reason I'm saying that is because this side is slightly, ever so slightly darker. I mean, just like barely. I don't know if y'all could have sawed that. Sawed it. Hacksaw. And I have copyweight paper. And I'm not sure how well y'all can see, but it is kind of bubbling right here. And paper will do that when it gets wet on account of its fibrous. So it kind of does that all on its own. Just saying. Because I just says a lot of things. Okay, so you do remember. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for your memory. Memories. The watercolors of my mind. Misty colored memories of the way we were. I'm sure that's a copyrighted song. Barbara copyrights everything. She's married to that James Brolin. Y'all remember him from Dr. Welby, MD, his assistant doctor? Some of us lucky ones remember him. Just saying. What a hottie toddy he was. Still is, I do believe. Probably. I would assume. He's married to the old Streisand. I love her voice. I do. She sure loves her voice too. She charges a lot for her concerts. Not that she does concerts very often anymore, because she's famous and she can do that kind of thing, being a famous person and junk. I can't do that. People won't pay, $300 ticket for the nosebleed section to see me making serendipity paper. Why won't y'all pay that? Oh, isn't he? Yeah, Janice, he's a hottie toddy. A good looking feller. Some people stay good looking. Others not so much. Me, I'm fortunate. I've always been a beautiful person. Oh, I'm so funny. Mostly in my own head. I'm funny mostly in my own head. Just saying. Some more things. We'll put one of these over here. But this is, and I know I said it and y'all might have heard it already, but I'm going to say it again. This is craft colored Deli paper as my substrate. And it is ever so slightly, it truly does feel, feels heavier than the regular Deli papers. It's too much. That's too much. Put it up here. It doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters to me. Anyway, the wind blows. Y'all didn't know y'all were going to get serenaded, did you? Hi, Kimberly. I didn't know you were going to get serenaded either. We feel sing-songy today. Normally, it's just my little puppy dogs that hear me singing. Normally, they think I'm singing special to them, and they get all excited and happy and junk. Especially if I put my tennis shoes on, because then they're like, "Yeah, we're going for a walk. We're going bye-bye. Mama's taking us bye-bye." And I'll be like, "No, not today. We're just gonna parade around the house." Because my dogs follow me around. It's funny enough, they follow me around like little puppy dogs. And I sing the song that we're having a parade. It's a parade through the house, just having a parade through the house. I'm the leader of the parade through the house. Then they get tired of following me. I don't know why, but they do. So I stopped singing. because it's no fun to parade through the house if you're not singing. And you're kind of doing a jiggy-joggy dance, too, because you got to do a jiggy-joggy dance, too, because that's just how it goes. Hey, Linda. So glad y'all are here. But anyway, can y'all see how it's kind of puckering a little bit? It will do that sometimes with regular paper that's all the same weight. And that's, I probably started saying it, but didn't finish that part of the story, for heaven's sakes. Because paper is so fibrous, parts will swell up differently. And because it has a grain, like fabric, you have the straight of the grain, you have the cross grain, and then you have the bias grain, which is super, super stretchy. Try not to ever cut on the bias, on the sideways, diagonal. Anyways, paper has the same kind of grains to it. And if you glue two pieces of paper the same, not like plywood, one where the grain's going that way and one where the grain's going this way, they will buckle every time, which is why you sometimes get puckering, I'm calling it puckering, and wonkiness in some collage pieces. It's because the grains are not matching up. Hey, Zane, how are you? So anyway, that's probably about all the lesson I have for today. My husband does not have COVID, and I'm just thrilled to pieces about that. I couldn't hardly sleep the other night. Sunday, everything was fine. We got out and did some running around and junk. Midday, he started saying, my throat's kind of sore. Now, he had some COVID people at work, and we won't go there again. Anyways, and then by evening time, he was like, do we have any throat lozenges? Because my throat's really hurting. And then he said, I have a really bad headache. And he doesn't get headaches typically. He normally only gets those after he has his infusions. So that was unusual because he didn't have infusion this week or last week. And so then I was up half the night thinking about that. But it wasn't COVID. Not this time. Woohoo! We might have enough. No, I don't think that's really enough to do a whole thing. Here's that magazine page again. And it is glossy, and they don't tend to want to stick quite as well as regular porous paper. So you got to kind of make them behave. Make them get married to the substrate down there. Let's put this one up here. Get some up here. Anyway, I don't know what else to say now. I think I used all my words. Fourth Sunday is coming up. That would be this upcoming Sunday, y'all. And we're live with our live hop. Fourth Sunday live hop with Mary, the Mary Alt, who's really an amazing person. If you don't know her, check her out. Because she does lots of stuff and she organizes lots of live hops and not live hops, recorded videos as well. And lots of creative people. Just saying, hey, Leanne. Speaking of creative people, there's Ann. Y'all need to check each other's out. Now, used to, we could click on the three dots, not three, this kind of three dots next to someone's name and go to their channel to look at, what they do and junk like that. Because if you have a YouTube account, you have a YouTube channel. You don't have to make videos or do any of that stuff. But, you have a channel. Anyway, used to, you could click on it. But now you have to highlight and copy their name and put it in another browser window to go check them out while you're at a live stream or another video. Because you can do that on recorded videos as well. See somebody in chat and you're like, oh, who's that? You can go check them out and junk. stuff like that. We have a lot of amazing people. Some people are just starting out, and some people do not necessarily promote themselves, and that's okay. That is okay. It's perfectly okay not to promote yourself. If you want to, you know, because sometimes we just like things nice and quiet and just us, you know, just us. Yeah, just us. So we're doing pretty good. We're not going to have enough for the whole thing, but I didn't think I necessarily would anyway. I would have been surprised. But I don't need a whole lot. This is probably more than I was going to need anyway. But it will give me scraps because you can always collage with your scraps also. Just saying. If you didn't know that. If you need permission, you have my permission to collage with your scrap collage pieces. They're going to end up being thicker, but that's okay. Let's put this one. This one's really kind of light. It will practically just disappear right into itself, just like that. I don't know how long I was going to stay on because I was just going to do this one thing. Because don't nobody want to hear a heat gun, y'all. I don't think so. I'm going to have to go check on my man. He's doing better today. He's got some antibiotics, and I don't know how y'all's insurance is, but, you know, our insurance doesn't want to pay for prescription cough medicine. So we don't get the prescription cough medicine. She says as she coughs. We use over-the-counter cough medicine as recommended by his oncologist. Can't have conflicts and junk. Because, yeah, that prescription cough medicine is, whew, I say. Let's put one of these here. I think this is looking pretty for a sort of monotone-ish. Monotone-ish. Can't put that one there because I already got that right there. Oh, run. That was all that I had. I don't think I have any more. Let me check my waste bucket over here. I think that was all I had. Some of them straight edges off. So if you tear towards yourself, you get a solid color line. When you tear away from yourself, you get the white edge. I thought I was out of this left over. That's what I get for thinking. So is anybody having buffering issues? Are we doing okay on the buffies? Or is that going on and y'all just being super kind and not saying nothing? Nothing about it, honey. Not that there's anything I can do about buffering. Because I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's the servers in between or just plain old YouTube. Just a teeny bit. Okay, well, that's good. Yay. That's good. Because like I said, he is home and he does have the television on in there. And if he's doing anything like normal, he's also looking at the news on his phone because that's what he does. He's like, what's going on in the world today? I'm like, I'm going on in the world today. Put this one right there. Okay, just a wee bit more matte medium. All right. You right there. Oh, that one stuck down all on its own, sort of. Let's put this one here, magazine. Y'all know those pretty calendars we get when they go on clearance coming up in February. Y'all be watching for those pretty calendars you didn't want to spend $20 on. You could probably get them on clearance in February for $3. Just saying, maybe it could happen, because they have beautiful images on them and you can use them as well. They're like magazine papers. Some are thicker than others, and you know, that's true of magazine papers too. Put that right there. I got a fly in front of my face. Because those can be used. And also, just saying, just going to throw this out there, because I do it on the time to time. I'll take those calendar pages, because, you know, let's see how big they are. I got some right here. I got a, move that so I don't glue it to that. A Klimt calendar. Oh, I don't know. How many years ago? Wow. Been a while. Did they have a year on here? Well, it's certainly not 1917. Anyway, if you have an envelope, we are memory keepers. Oh, good. Thanks, Kimberly. Oh, I so appreciate y'all's feedback. We are memory keeper punch board, envelope punch board. You can make envelopes out of these, because I do that. And you can use them for collage bases, and actually you can use them for magazine pages. Well, I thought it was at least 12 by 12, but it's not. It's 11 3/4. And 11 3/4 that way, unless you measure at the under the hole. It's 11 1/4 that way. So it's pretty good size of paper there. You know, you get a one of those 1.5 year ones, you know, you get several more pages. Otherwise, you just end up with 12 pages. But aren't these pretty? I have used some of them. They're so pretty. Oh, I saw a movie one time. Oh, I've seen lots of movies with Ryan Reynolds about this particular Klimt piece. Klimt, whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Ryan Reynolds, you know, he plays Deadpool. Oh, what a high he is. He was in a movie about this piece where the family was able to acquire, because it was stolen during the war. Not stolen. It was taken away from the owners during the war, German war. And anyway, they had to go through all this provenance of who owned it and all this kind of stuff. And anyway, the family got the piece back, but of course they have it in a museum. I don't know which museum. I've never seen it in real life, but I do love it. No, it wasn't this one. It was the, wasn't this one. It's that other one. It's that other one. Anyway, it was a Klimt piece. Just saying. To confuse y'all even more. Oh, from Charities. Oh, that's even more butter, Janice. More butter. Anyway, they make good magazines, good collage, starter bases for your journals. You can fussy cut stuff out. You can just use portions of it. Junk like that. And I'm just rambling because, I don't know. I had no plans other than impromptu. And I did what I was going to do, which was just do a little bit of serendipity paper, because that's probably about all I need. And I don't want to run the heat gun right now. Thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, he did. You know, they only had so many colors back then. They were master mixers. Master mixers. You know, he makes colors just jump off. That essentially looks like paper collage in itself. Just saying. I'd wear that shirt. Thanks, Janice. Old mix master. Here's him kissing people, some more kissing people. To see, that's how you get all your colors going on and all these wonderful, crazy patterns going on with just a little bit of people in there. That's it. That's really all you got is one hand, sort of a back of a head, and what? About half a face maybe, and a little bit of hair right there. And all the rest is pattern and color. Sort of like this. Only not quite, but you know, yeah, you get the gist of what I'm rambling about. So that's it. How long we've been on? We've been on almost 45 minutes for this test. I'm thinking I passed because I'm not having on my screen anyway any of that pixelating, zigzaggy kind of stuff. I know it kind of gets out of focus just a little bit. I see that going on my screen, but there's not really anything I can do about that. I've already adjusted my frames per second or my flicker, whatever that stuff is. I don't know what else I could do about that. I can make my screen bigger and littler. Thank you. Anne gave me an A+. Okay, can I make it bigger? That didn't do anything. That didn't, oh, there, that did something. I think that zoomed us in a little bit. Yeah. Or a lot of bit. That takes me back out. This is a Logitech. Thanks. Sometimes it does get a little flashy, depending on if you're using light colored stuff. But that happens. There's only so much you can do with cameras. I'm excited about this one though. This is a Logitech Brio, B-R-I-O. It does work with the Logitech software camera control, whereas before the other camera I had, I couldn't use the camera control on it whatsoever. And the camera control that I did have was from an old the Logitech I had like 5-6 years ago. The first one I started with was the camera control I had to use on this last one. And it really did. And it was supposed to be an HD camera, but you couldn't make it go in HD because you couldn't control the camera. Just saying. So don't get that one. That was a C930E. You don't want that camera. Flashy like me, and I know. But I'm liking this Brio. I think the sound, because it's got 2 speakers on the camera itself, which is why I'm afraid I'm sounding too loud, because I'm naturally loud, y'all. Just natural. Me and Dee Dee could talk to each other across states practically, because we both got that carrying voice. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one so far, as long as it's just the internet. We're working on that. Not this coming. We won't have that this third Thursday is this week. Oh my gosh. It's just a couple of days away. On the 19th, I'll be live at 10 a.m. And then we have 4th Sunday, Hop, in which case I'll be live at 6 p.m. And those are Central Times, y'all. I always give Central Times because I get confused when I try to think in other time zones. You should see me in those time zones. If y'all think that confuses me. Being in those actual other time zones is just mind-blowing for me. So, okay. I think we're going to bring her down. let's go into a dream sequence. Ooh, ooh. Oh, wait, I did sing to y'all, but I didn't give you a musical interlude. Musical interlude. Just a musical interlude for you, for me, for we. Musical interlude. I so appreciate each and every one of you, your kind comments, your likes, your thumbs up, your shares, your company, your input, your feedback, and everything else. You are an amazing community. Thanks so much for watching, and happy arting, y'all.